key point of my question, because, and I'll just recount, on the 20th of February you told me, I informed the Deputy previously that letters threatening repossession or legal action could not, in my opinion, be considered a sustainable solution under the mortgage arrear targets. In November, you said, I previously informed the House that letters threatening repossession or legal action could not, in my opinion, be considered a sustainable solution under the mortgage arrear targets process and should only ever be considered after every possible avenue for a solution has been exhausted. Minister, these banks aren't exhausting every option because these banks don't even offer some of the options that is available. You are the shareholder, nearly the entire shareholder in AIB. So let's give you the detail of AIB. AIB have done about just over 14,000 proposals. Now, I'm asking you to tell me and tell this House, are you satisfied with this, of which you're nearly the shareholder, the sole shareholder on behalf of the state. 14,000 proposals to date at the end of last year. 6,702 of them were letters threatening legal repossession. 1,573 of them was voluntary surrender or abandonment. So of the 14,000, we have 8,200 that are either forcing people out of the house or that they're in a position that they've been badgered to give up the house themselves.
Thank you.
Is that something that you're satisfied with? And when are you going to tell AIB that it's not acceptable to use repossessions to meet the targets? Because not one bank would have met their target if it wasn't for legal letters threatening repossessions.
Yeah, I mean, we've been over this ground several times before, and you're going to have an opportunity in committee to go through it on a line-by-line basis with the banks. What I have said to you is that, you know, we set targets in any reasonable process over an extended period of time. Once the targets are set by the central bank, then I'm reasonably satisfied if the bank informs me that those targets are being met. Of course, we'd like if it was moving at a faster pace, but it's moving at a satisfactory pace at present. And significant progress is being made because 54,000 mortgages have been restructured. Now, the amount of actual repossession taking place is very, very small. And, you know, it's a couple of hundred on the last statistic I saw, and more than half of that was voluntary. So this scare thing about people being put out of their homes in very large numbers is simply not true. It's simply not true. But it's also true if the possibility of repossession is not available in the legal system of a country, nobody in that country will ever get a mortgage.
Thank you, Minister.
Because the property is the security for the loan. And if there isn't a legal possibility of enforcement, then the mortgage industry moves out of that country.
Thank you, Minister.